Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and once again good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome once again to Tarheel by Dark. Tonight's scene is going to be happening at Duke Hospital. Do you want to set the scene, Kira, or shall I?
Go for it.
Okay, the Dr. Cal Eckman has been keeping an eye on the prince for the past several days. But shortly after after working in his lab again on more experiments and trying to figure out what's going on, Dr. Eckman decides he needs to. He's run out of blood in his fridge, so he needs to get a fresh supply. So he walks over to the Tarheel by Dark. Sorry, not the Tarheel by Dark Food Bank. What am I saying? The Duke Hospital Blood Bank, where he has a contact on the inside, where he proceeds to just casually walk in and take pints of blood as per usual. Of course, he doesn't realize that this is actually Kendra's domain, and she might have a thing or two to say about the fact that Dr. Eckman has been basically stealing blood without paying for it. And the scene begins. Hello?
Oh, I'm here. I thought you were going to describe your character coming in.
My character basically looks like this.
Works for me. So you just have like a handful, like multiple blood bags, just like 10 of them in your arms, or do you have a duffel bag or what?
Pretty much he's just packing blood bags into a duffel bag as we speak.
Kendra would probably be coming around the corner.
Yep.
Excuse me, can I help you?
Oh, yeah, this is, I come here every night. I generally pick blood donations for the local kids.
Right. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Okay. Dr. Eckman stands up with the blood bags in his duffel bag and proceeds to start walking.
She's going to stand in the doorway and block it. Security. Can I get security?
Yeah. Dr. Eckman said, "You told me to leave."
Put the bag down.
Dr. Eckman puts the bag down and lays against the wall. Oh, by the way, you might want to let me double check something here. Because my character is actually rather famous, all things considered. Yeah, fame 2. Would your character know who my character is?
She probably knows of him, but has probably never met him, so she probably doesn't know what he looks like.
Yeah. Well, she probably wouldn't. Yeah, but she probably wouldn't. Anyway, so Dr. Eckman says, "Well, while we're waiting for security, maybe we got off on the wrong foot and we could introduce each other. Hi, I'm Dr. Cal Eckman." He actually uses his alternate identity name for the public.
I think I've heard of you.
Oh, I just work over at Duke University in the physics department.
I'll tell you what. You get 2 bags on the house.
Okay.
From now on, I'd like some form of payment. Generally, it doesn't go into my pocket. I generally put it back into the hospital to get more supplies. I want to keep this food supply steady.
Sorry, food supply? Okay, good. Then we can speak freely. Sorry. Let me try this again. Hi, I'm Dr. Cal Eckman.
I think we established that we both know what we are.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I guess you won't be calling security on me after all?
It's a false alarm. Don't worry about it, guys.
Sorry about this. I've actually been I've been here for like the off and on when I've been doing my work at Duke. I basically pop over here and grab bags of blood whenever I need them. It's never been a problem before.
Yeah, well, that's probably where my shrink has been coming from, and it's not fun to deal with.
Your shrink? Oh, yeah, no, I gotcha. All right, if I had known that there was actually somebody in control here, I would have actually paid due respects. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I suppose it happens sometimes, and because I'm taking a little bit of my own supply on the side, I haven't set up cameras in this room for obvious reasons.
Fair enough. Yeah. I don't think I got your name though, by the way.
I'm Kindra.
Good to meet you. Medical doctor yourself, or is this more of a, or is this more? Are you more of a sponsor?
I'm an EMT, but I do some things around the hospital, and I know technology and computers quite well. And I have
Ah,
quite a bit of pull and influence since I transferred here a few years ago.
cool. Well, good to know. I'll tell you what. How about let's see. I've already spent. I've already spent 3 favors this month. Should I just toss on an even favor just to make things easier? Call it for call it for past payment.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll just call it an even favor for now. Dr. Eckman proceeds to write a check and hands it to you. Sorry about the mishap there. I'll know in future to come to your office or what have you before when I have a specific order.
Yeah, I would greatly appreciate that. Like I said, I don't really pocket the money. If I did, I could understand you stealing from me, but it goes directly into the hospital so that nothing seems out of the ordinary for supplies just disappearing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, if I had known somebody was actually in domain here, I probably would have I probably would have been a little bit more due deference. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't be stealing from a hospital, but hey,
Well,
what you
everyone
get?
has to make a living.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I completely forgot what I was going to say next. Funny. I guess that's the way things go sometimes. Yeah. Well, I'd also, well, I was actually going to say, have you been around to Duca in the last little bit?
Not really. I work here and I go home. Occasionally I'll exercise, and I do occasionally perform music, but that's kind of a side thing.
Oh well. Okay, I just figured that maybe you'd have heard what had happened in the whole in our community recently and all the news about it.
Well, perhaps you could fill me in.
Basically, the prince got attacked, and there's a whole big investigation going on, and blah blah blah, and yeah, let's just say I've been involved in that, but I don't want to give out details because, well, somebody's safety might be in jeopardy.
Fair enough. That feels oddly familiar, but I can't place my finger on it.
Well, not to worry. If all goes well, all's well that ends well either way. So yeah, I was actually going to say, if you're up for it, if you got nothing else to do, would you perhaps like to pop over for a drink of blood sometime, especially considering that it's from your own supply?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, got nothing better to do, right? This Dr. Eckman proceeds to actually, I should probably roll for that. Because otherwise it's going to be very, very. Yep. Okay. So this is going to. Wait, did I just get muted?
No, you're good.
Okay. Oh, you're using the Dice Stream app. Okay, good. You've got it loaded. Okay, so I got to load my Dice Stream here. And I don't know why I gave my character 3 dots of Dex. Well, anyway, so this will be Dex Larceny. So this will be 6 dice. I haven't actually used this skill yet. This is actually the first time I've actually built something like this. First time I've actually used this. So let's 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to be Dex Larceny. Assuming standard difficulty for this. 1, 2, 3 successes. Do you want to roll against that to see whether or not you catch what my character does?
Sure. Give me just a second.
I think this will be Perception Alertness. Yeah. Gotta rework that. That's better. Have to check the camera angles. Any luck?
I got 3 successes.
Tie goes to defenders, so you probably spot what my character does. He basically waves his hand and pulls out a business card from behind his palm and hands it to you, basically stating where he is. And you recognize the lab as basically being at Duke University, and he actually has instructions on the back as to how to get to his haven.
Oh, thank you very much, I guess.
Well, if you're ever up for a drink, actually, can I retcon that bit about you going to my haven? I just realized that my character might have done something very stupid by doing that.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so we're gonna retcon that slightly. My character has his lab, his haven, and he also has an office. So the directions are actually to his office. He's a tenure professor, so yeah. So directions to his office on the Duke campus.
So just take the card and kind of stuff it into the pocket that's on her lab coat.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, nice meeting you, Kendra, and hope to see you around sometime.
Yeah, you too. And sometime we'll have to... Well, you're a doctor. I'd like to talk to you about medical advancements, if you have any. Because I hear you're kind of the mad scientist type.
Yeah, I have an idea, but again, it's just something I've been... I don't know if you heard about that article that got published a couple of weeks ago about how a new study's been saying that young blood is curing older bones.
I think I might have read something about that.
Yeah, well, I had an idea about how to possibly apply that to our kind if... well, anyway, again, that's an idea for later once the whole current situation has died down and I can actually get into the research. I would actually appreciate somebody who has a bit more medical knowledge than I do to help me work a few of the details out.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
All right, cool. Well, once I can get the details worked and actually get some lab space that is safe, yeah. Well, anyway, you get the idea. Anyway, good to meet you. Good to meet you, Kendra.
Good to meet you, Cal Eckman.
And with that, Dr. Eckman grabs his bag and shoves it over his shoulder and casually walks out of the blood bank room. And with that, the scene ends. Unless there's something else you'd like to do.
Nope, that's good for me.
All right. Later, all.